AWA Championship Wrestling. The AWA presents the greatest stars in professional wrestling, bringing you the best in mat action.
Howdy! So here we are in the music capital of the world, home of square dancers and rednecks. Give me a break. Music capital? What great rock and roll band ever came out of here? Bon Jovi? No. Guns N' Roses? No. Bad Company? No. Shut up, you pathetic pukes. Crank up some real music. Rock and roll music. Bad Company music. Making their way to the ring. Escorted by two of the legends. The baddest horse in the land. At a combined weight of 435 pounds. The bad boy themselves. Tanaka. And Paul Mr. Diamond. And I'm talking about Bad Company. B-A-double-D.
Chose a gun and threw away the sun. Now these towns, they all know
AWA Tag Team Champions of the World.
Hello, everybody, from Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. Boy, we have some action for you tonight. In our very first match, Bad Company, the AWA Tag Team Champions of the World, the Sensei Pat Tanaka from Honolulu, Hawaii. Paul Diamond from Thunder Bay, Ontario. They're taking on Odyssey and Sean Baxter. And of course, in the company, the corner of Bad Company, their manager, Diamond Dallas Page. And the man doesn't lie. He came in with two brand new Diamond Dolls. All right, we're waiting for the bell. Here we go, collar and elbow. Sean Baxter in there with the Sensei, Pat Tanaka, right hand by Tanaka. Reverse knife edge, another reverse knife edge by Tanaka. Reversal into the ropes goes Tanaka, shoulder tackle. Step over, look out! Oh, what an arm drag by Sean Baxter, another arm drag. Tanaka trying to call timeout. He wants to regroup, talking over with Diamond Dallas Page, and Sean Baxter, the young man from down the road in Memphis, Tennessee, is on fire tonight. Looking for those tag team championships of the world. Both Baxter and Odyssey getting the crowd here in Music City, Nashville, Tennessee worked up. This is their big chance, going for the tag team championship of the world. Locked up now with Pat Tanaka. Referee calling for a break. Reverse knife edge by Tanaka. Another one. A reversal into the turnbuckle goes Tanaka. Look out! Reverse crescent kick by Tanaka. Tag made. Here comes Paul Diamond. Right hand into the midsection of Sean Baxter, followed by a left. Into a front chance where he's setting him up for the suplex. He's got it all. Down goes Sean Baxter. Tag off. Here comes Pat Tanaka, the Sensei. Off the ropes. Whoa! Down goes Tanaka on Baxter. Referee trying to get Diamond out of the ring. Count of 1, 2, kick out. Baxter's free. Here's the tag, and here comes Paul Diamond. Baxter has got to get out of the ring. He's got to make a tag off to Odyssey. Odyssey yet to get into this matchup. So far, it's been all Baxter. And so far, it's been Bad Company, the defending champions, having their way. Look out. Watch this. Running clothesline by Paul Diamond. Set up by Pat Tanaka. And Baxter down once again. And there they are, the Diamond Dolls. A boot to the chest by Paul Diamond. Sean Baxter answers with a right hand. Could be a choke. Yeah, referee makes Diamond break it. Tag made. In comes Pat Tanaka, the sensei. Baxter trying to fight back. Judo. Tag off. Here comes Pat Tanaka, the sensei. Off the ropes. Whoa! Down goes Tanaka on Baxter. Referee trying to get Diamond out of the ring. Count of 1, 2, kick out. Baxter's free. Here's the tag, and here comes Paul Diamond. Baxter has got to get out of the ring. He's got to make a tag off to Odyssey. Odyssey yet to get into this matchup. So far, it's been all Baxter. And so far, it's been bad company. The defending champions having their way. Look out. What's this? Running clothesline by Paul Diamond. Set up by Pat Tanaka. And Baxter down once again. And there they are, the Diamond Dolls. A boot to the chest by Paul Diamond. Sean Baxter answers with a right hand. Could be a choke. Yeah. Referee makes Diamond break it. Tag made. In comes Pat Tanaka, the sensei. Baxter trying to fight back. Judo shot right into the short ribs of Baxter. Tanaka takes him into the ropes. Off the ropes he comes. Reverse knife edge and down. Hard goes Sean Baxter. Down for the cover goes Tanaka. 1, 2. No, Sean Baxter kicking out. Tag made. In comes Paul Diamond. Excellent timing this evening by the AWA Tag Team Champions of the World. Sunset flip. Reversal. 1, 2. Kick out by Diamond. Very close to seeing the belts change hands. Into the turnbuckle goes Baxter. Diamond setting him up, slings him across the ring again. Look out, nobody home. Diamond takes the turnbuckle in the shoulder. Tag made. All right, here comes Odyssey. Picks him up for the body slam. Into the ropes goes Diamond. Drop kick by Odyssey. Diamond down like a ton of bricks. Odyssey picks him up again. Into the ropes goes Diamond. Sets him up for the big backdrop, and Diamond goes for the big ride. Here comes Odyssey. A reversal now by Diamond. Look out! Odyssey missed. He had a great chance to cover Paul Diamond. A miscalculated move, and Odyssey is in a lot of trouble. Here comes the sensei, Pat Tanaka. Oh! Whoa! A kick and a bridge now by Tanaka. 2, 3, that's all. Pinfall goes to the AWA Tag Team Champions of the World. Bad company. Pat Tanaka and Paul Diamond getting the congratulations from their manager, Diamond Dallas Page. And Odyssey is still reeling.
Ladies and gentlemen, now entering the ring, 270 pounds from El Paso, Texas, the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez. The referee is Frank Morrell.
Street in there with Manny Fernandez, the Raging Bull from El Paso, Texas. Sonny Street right here from Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. 238 pounds for Sonny Street. Manny, the Raging Bull Fernandez, weighing in at 277 pounds. Here's the bill. Here we go. Collar and elbow. Accompanying me, the greatest of all the heavyweight champions, Vern Gagne.
Thank you, Lee. Nice being back with you.
Good to be in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. Look at Manny Fernandez going to work right away on Sonny Street. Arm wringer down by Fernandez.
The Raging Bull is certainly named aptly. Oh, look at this beautiful move, though.
Wow. Down for a 1 count. Back to the arm wringer goes Fernandez. Working on that left arm of Sonny Street. Into the ropes, referee calls for a clean break. He didn't get it from Manny Fernandez. Reverse knife edge, followed by another reverse knife edge. Headbutt by Manny Fernandez, and Sonny Street is reeling. Into the ropes. There's that flying elbow. Not to be confused with the flying burrito A move that Manny Fernandez uses when he really feels he's got his man in a compromised position.
Believe Manny Fernandez, he ended that old form of a sleeper hold there, putting the pressure on those carotid arteries. Of course, it can be moved into a chokehold so easily.
Right,
Tough for that referee. He's got to be very watchful to see that it doesn't happen.
Checking right away just to make sure Fernandez hasn't dropped it down into a chokehold. And again, we see a situation where Sonny Street has got to carry the weight of Manny Fernandez. Into the corner, referee calls for a break. Street shoots Fernandez into the turnbuckle. Look out, another elbow by the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez. And once again, down goes Sonny Street. Fernandez takes him up against the ropes, shoots him against the ropes. Drop down by Fernandez, drop kick by Manny Fernandez. Wow.
That landed up alongside of the head. That might be it. Oh, he picked him up. He had him, though.
Deliberately picked him up. Drops that elbow right into the face of Sonny Street.
I never can figure these people out once they beat a man, why they have to continue to maul and to, he's got it. I'd love to see him get reversed now and get pinned or into a hole where he gets himself beat.
I know that these athletes don't get paid by the hour. I think you'd want to get it over and done with just as soon as you possibly could.
Well, that's it. But some of these people, like the Bull here,
right,
loves inflicting pain on his opponent. And I suppose one way it's not too bad an idea, because the next time he meets him, he's going to be intimidated.
Well, let me ask you, Vern. I mean, you've had thousands of matches that have probably gone either near or at the time limit. Did you ever deliberately pull somebody off the mat just to maybe inflict a little more pain on them, teach them a lesson?
No, I don't think I ever did. I was only too happy to, if I had a chance to get that win, to get it over with and to get that victory and get out of there.
Right.
You're leaving yourself wide open for things the longer you stay in there.
The longer you stay in there, the more likely you are to get hurt.
Right. And or beat.
Or beat, exactly. Series of headbutts by Manny Fernandez. He's just taken Sonny Street to school tonight.
Well, Sonny is really hanging in there. I don't know how he's even getting up. This guy's been mauled.
He sure has. And we've noticed time after time, Manny Fernandez, a man who enjoys his work. More punishment. Now Fernandez on the rope. Got Sonny Street draped over the top rope. Referee's going to have to break this. Fernandez finally, just before the 5 count, lets Sonny Street off the rope. But answers back with that big right hand. Closed fist, I might add, Vern.
That was a closed fist without a doubt.
And now look at this. Using the ropes for leverage and a boot right to the throat of Sonny Street. Manny Fernandez is one destructive machine. And he only knows one gear, and that's full speed.
Well, I know one man that is dying to get his hands on his hide, and that's the great Wahoo McDaniel.
Yep. Bad blood between Wahoo McDaniel and Sonny Street. Sonny Street trying to put a move on Manny Fernandez. Manny didn't like it at all and pays him back in kind. The flying burrito. Wow. And he's not finished. One more time with the burrito. Oh, man. That's all. 1, 2, 3.
I think I saw some teeth flying out of his mouth. Let the Raging Bull his opponent, of course.
I wouldn't doubt it. The winner, Manny Fernandez.
Brutal.
Jeez. And he's not finished. He throws Sonny Street out to the ring, out to the arena floor. And as our fans at home can see, Vern,
Manny Fernandez.
we don't have any padding on the floors here. When you go down, you're going down on cement. And that's just where Sonny Street went.
Needs some help in the dressing room, that's for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing our next match. One fall from Nashville, Tennessee, at 232 pounds, Sid Stryker. And now entering the ring, 270 pounds from Oklahoma City, Chief Wahoo McDaniel. The referee is Richard Lee.
All right, here we go. Wahoo McDaniel from Oklahoma City, University of Oklahoma, against Sid Stryker from Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. And as you referred to earlier, Vern, Manny Fernandez and Wahoo McDaniel. No love lost between these two gentlemen. Wahoo in there tonight with Sid Stryker.
That's for sure. I know how badly Wahoo wants to get his hands on the Raging Bull. And, they really... I like this move of Wahoo's right here. Doesn't look like much, but there beautiful technique on moving into that headlock. Somebody's trapped the arm. There was no defense for that. He was able to let him take his opponent over to the mat. Wahoo, I think, a lot of pointers out of those great coaches out of Oklahoma University and Oklahoma State University over there in that great amateur wrestling country, Oklahoma.
Tremendous power move by Wahoo McDaniel. I love that move. I think that's a superb move. And there's, like you said, there's no getting out of that one when he's got it on you.
Yeah, he moves that arm up and traps it. I don't want to slight Iowa here in their great amateur wrestling program, or Minnesota or any other state.
Right.
But over the years, Oklahoma's been tremendously consistent with their amateur wrestling.
And you're looking at a product of the University of Oklahoma, Wahoo McDaniel. In there with Sid Stryker tonight. Referee calls for the clean break. Wahoo. Wahoo's had enough. Then all right, Stryker. Let's go to war. Into the ropes, into the turnbuckle. Tomahawk chop by Wahoo McDaniel. Got that leg. Ow! Wow!
That knee into that hamstring. He'll have a Charlie horse tomorrow out of that baby.
Oh yeah, he's going to be feeling that one for quite some time. Referee asking Stryker if he's had enough. And you can see Wahoo's got that other leg pinned down, drops that knee into the hamstrings again, twisted on the ankle, while still keeping Stryker's right leg pinned down with his left foot. He's got this young man stretched out like a wishbone.
Hey, cranking on that ankle.
Once again, the referee asking Stryker if he wants to throw in the towel. Ouch.
Same spot with the knee.
Yep. And we've talked about this before, Vern, the idea of picking out one spot on your opponent and just working at it throughout the course of a match.
Grind it and wear on it and wear it down.
And now Wahoo applying a little pressure using the ropes. He's got till the count of 5 to break it, and Wahoo does. Wahoo with Stryker up. Ooh, wow. Side breaker. Now Wahoo's telling the ref, come on, get him up.
Ooh.
Drops that chop right down to the head of Stryker.
He about scalped him.
Darn right. And again, dropping the knee. Referee telling Wahoo, you got to stay off the ropes. Give the young man an opportunity to get back up. And it doesn't look like Stryker's having a lot of success getting back to his own 2 feet. Once again, Wahoo working him over with those tomahawk chops. Shoots him against the ropes. The big chop, and Stryker goes for a ride. Wow. Oh, another chop by Wahoo McDaniel. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Whoa. Wahoo was all over this young man tonight, Vern.
Yes, he was. I don't know whether maybe he watched the match of the Raging Bull just before this, but it really cranked him up, and he was turned on.
Introducing the AWA Ladies Champion from Milan, Italy, Medusa Michelli.
All right, there's nothing like a wrestling match between the champion and a former champion. Medusa Michelli, she's held that AWA championship for quite some time now. And as Vern Gagne has mentioned repeatedly, she revels in it. She loves being the champion of the world. And that's something that her opponent is also very used to. Wendy Richter from Dallas, Texas. And we got one lined up tonight, Vern.
Well, this has been a long time in coming, and I'm very, very anxious. Every wrestling fan who loves lady wrestling has got to enjoy this match coming up here. Wendy Richter and Medusa Michelli, AWA champion. Oh, boy, now we got something new going with Medusa here.
I'll tell you, Medusa looks great. She's been in the gym working out, and so does Wendy. Wow, what an arm drag by Wendy Richter. Right away, Medusa down, and Wendy Richter's got that arm barred already, putting some pressure on Medusa Michelli.
Oop.
Comes back with a scissor. And a shot right to the midsection of Wendy Richter. Nice escape by Wendy Richter. Medusa was going in to put a move on Wendy Richter. The referee got in the way, and Medusa is really letting the referee have what for. And I think she's right.
Well, the referee was in the way there that time, but certainly Michelli's going to take advantage of it. Maybe distract Richter. No, he's looking for that little edge.
Knee to the midsection by Wendy Richter. Down goes Medusa Michelli. Another knee to the side of the face of Michelli. Wendy Richter now. Snapmare by Richter. Down goes the champion. Down for a 1. Medusa throws Richter off. Front chancery by Wendy Richter. Oh, nice power move by Medusa.
It was powerful. It was. She had a lot of power, a lot of strength.
Yeah. Right hand blocked by Wendy. She comes back with a right hand of her own.
That was a right.
And another right hand by Wendy Richter. It wasn't that long ago when Medusa Michelli said Wendy Richter's been hiding under a rock. Well, she's out from under that rock tonight.
And Michelli looking for a timeout. Looking for a timeout.
No. Not in this sport.
Wait a minute. Yeah, right.
Wendy says, all right, you want to shake hands? Sure. You want to shake?
Can't. Oh! Beat her to the kick.
They both have the same thing in mind. Wendy Richter with the advantage. Nice takeover by Wendy Richter. Down for a 1.
You got to say, Michelli is strong. You see her shove her off.
She is, but Wendy Richter right back on her. Reverse chin lock by Wendy Richter.
Michelli not too... Last week, attended one of the big concerts of fellow Minnesotan Prince.
Ooh! Wendy Richter went for the leg drop and missed. Medusa getting out of the way. Yow, right on the side of Wendy Richter's head, and that has got to smart Wendy Richter in a great deal of pain.
Uh-oh, look at this. Got her hair.
And look where her hair is. That's right, Vern. She's holding her by the hair, stepping on her hair. And Medusa punctuates it, scrubbing her boots right across the face of Wendy Richter. What a right hand by Wendy Richter. Big right hand. Just took the wind right out of Medusa Michelli. The champion draped over the ropes now, Vern.
I heard it pop as she really threw that right hand in there.
Wow.
You can hear it all over the arena here.
You bet.
This looks...
Look at this.
Slam.
Wow, body slam by Wendy Richter. Down for the cover. 1. And again, Medusa Michelli kicks out. Rake in the face by Medusa Michelli.
Uh-oh.
Going for a Boston?
Hasn't quite got it.
Well, I'll tell you, both these young ladies know what's at stake tonight, Vern, and both of them going after it.
Well, they are. No doubt about it. This Michelli is getting tested tonight. Richter wants that belt badly. Oh.
Well, both these young women are accustomed to being women's champions. And I'll tell you, this is the best I've seen Medusa Michelli look in quite some time.
She's really turned on. She knows she's got her hands full tonight. Richter, a tremendous record while she's been in wrestling.
Yeah, they've both beaten some of the best, and now in there against each other tonight. Michelli with Richter's hand right over that top rope. Slingshot, down goes Wendy Richter.
Both these young ladies have wrestled all over the world, so they know what they're doing.
Little showboating here by Medusa Michelli.
Yeah.
Medusa finally unloading that right hand. Another right hand, setting Wendy up off the ropes. Boot to the midsection, but no, Richter's got her. Turns her around. Whoa, what a right hand by Wendy Richter. And down goes Medusa Michelli. To coin a phrase from Diamond Dallas Page, he dropped her like a bad habit.
No doubt about that.
Shoulder tackle by Wendy.
Wendy going for the pin.
Here we go. 1, 2.
Ooh. He's got power at Michelli. He's got some strength left.
You're looking at two very well-conditioned young ladies.
Suplex.
Wow. Shoulder breaker by Wendy Richter. 1. Doesn't have it hooked. She's got to remember to hook that leg. A little cavalier in that cover of Medusa Michelli.
Ooh.
But Wendy Richter back on the attack. The tide has turned. Wendy Richter now with the advantage. Reversal. Into the turnbuckle goes Wendy.
Oh.
Double kick by Richter, and down goes Michelli, and both of these young ladies, Vern, are exhausted.
They are. Beautiful takedown by Richter.
1, 2, kick out by Medusa. What do you think, Vern? The first one to get their second win probably has the best shot at taking the belt home tonight.
I think so. Boy, this is about as close I've seen a match that Michelli has had so far. Ooh.
Whoa, what a takedown by Wendy Richter. And this is what a championship match is supposed to look like. You've got two of the best in the world. The world's champion and a woman who has worn the belt herself, Wendy Richter and Medusa Michelli. Wendy Richter with the advantage, picks up Medusa.
Oh, beautiful suplex.
Nice suplex.
This could be it.
Once again, not hooking her up.
Oh. She's got her weakened now.
Yep, she does.
Pile driver.
Wow. Oh, what a move by... Look out. All right. Bad Company running into the ring. They've got Wendy Richter.
Oh, they hit her. Look at that.
Wow, Wendy Richter fires back. A kick to Tanaka. Tanaka and Paul Diamond now on Wendy Richter.
What are they
They're
doing
going to drop her. Oh, no. And now Medusa cheerleading them. This is outrageous.
Ah.
This is outrageous.
Somebody. We need some help.
Where's the bell? Where's the bell?
Hey, come on.
Come on, you guys. All right, Top Guns into the ring. John Paul and Ricky Rice.
The Top Guns.
I got to sort this out, Vern. I'll be right back. You handle it from here. I got to get in the ring.
Okay. Lee Marshall going in the ring also. Very concerned here about Wendy Richter, who was dropped down across the rope, across her throat. She's really had it. Don't know how bad her voice box could be ruined. She'd have a tough time getting her breath out there the way it looked. Luckily, these boys come in at the right time, and I don't know what provoked this attack on Wendy Richter.
Well, I'll tell you what, in all my...
Maybe we can...
I have never seen anything quite as outrageous as what we just witnessed tonight. Bad Company, the tag team champions of the world, attacking this young woman, Wendy Richter. John Paul, Ricky Rice, the Top Guns running in. John, I know that you're a little bit hot, but if I could get you for just a second, what in the world is going on here?
Look at this. What does Bad Company think they're doing? Coming out here beating up on a woman? You think you're really bad, don't you? Hey, Ricky, does this really irk you?
I beat Medusa! I should be the new ladies world champion! Into the middle!
I know you have been chasing Bad Company for quite a while, Ricky, and this has got to give you the impetus now to go after those World Tag Team belts.
I'll tell you something, Johnny and myself, the Top Guns, we've been after Bad Company for a long time. Yeah. And now we've seen their real colors. They're yellow. They're cowards. They gotta take a woman out. Two of them to take one woman. Well, Bad Company, beware, because the Top Guns are on your trail. That's right, man.
What did they want to wrestle me? One man only, I would have took them on because both of them were my size. But it was three against me. I had Medusa beat.
Here's your champion. Sgt.Slaughter. I'm glad to see you got your lazy carcasses out of bed. Now you slobs have had it too soft. You guys are supposed to keep our country safe from Cobra. So starting today, we're gonna fix all that. Give your hearts to America, Joes, because your butts belong to me. Now commence running. Move it. Hey, 2, 3, 4. You know, you said all the promoters around the world wanted to sign this match. Well, all the wrestling fans, all the Americans wanted this match.
Sgt.Slaughter, we will get you anywhere in the United States of America. چطور يا أخي خوبا؟ Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Shukra.
And Iron Sheik, when I get you in that ring, when I get that ugly face of yours, and I punch it, and I kick it, it's gonna be for every hostage that ever suffered over in Iran. It's for every American family who had a hostage over in Iran.
Sgt.Slaughter, you looked at American.
Wait a minute, what are you showing
Just
there?
a minute. Look at here now.
Right.
Look at the president, cameraman, zoom it good. You see the President Reagan and his wife and Bush, they respect Iran.
Iran, Iron Sheik. Well, Iron Sheik, I hope that when I get you in that ring, that everybody that ever suffered, you know, when the hostages come back, it never looks like they've been on a pleasure cruise.
Hussein, Ali, Allahu Akbar.
Iron Sheik, every minute, every second that a hostage has been over there, you're going to suffer in the ring with Sgt.Slaughter and a Cobra Clutch. You're dismissed.
USA, Sgt.Slaughter, down!
Whoa!
I'm comfortable in jeans that are tough. I'm comfortable in Wrangler.
This match is our ESPN main event for the World Class Tag Team Championship. Introducing, entering the ring now, at a combined weight of 550 pounds, their manager, Buddy Roberts. Here are the SSTs. World-class tag team champions at a combined weight of 484 pounds from Tulsa, Oklahoma, Steve Cox, and from Bad Street, USA, Michael P.S. Hayes.
Here we are in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. Lee Marshall along with Ray, the Crippler Stevens. And Ray, I know you're not unfamiliar with tag team action. We're going to see some now with Michael P.S. Hayes and Steve Cox, the WCCW tag team champions, against Samu and Fatu, the Samoan SWAT team.
Well, I tell you, Lee, these Samoans are big people. They're strong, and they love wrestling. They wrestle from a very young age over there. They have Michael Hayes and his Cox gentleman, and their manager, the Samoan manager, Buddy Roberts, one tremendous wrestler himself and a bad guy. I'm going to tell you, he's going to cause a lot of trouble for a lot of people.
Well, we come back to the original situation as to who is the Freebird, Michael P.S. Hayes or Buddy Roberts. They both claim to be Freebirds, but I think that most wrestling fans around the country feel that Michael P.S. Hayes is, always has been, and will continue to be the leader of the Freebirds. And there you, like you said, you got Buddy Roberts. He is a tough piece of work, and he will probably be somehow involved in a match like this. The one thing I know about Buddy Roberts and the Samoan SWAT team is the SST react totally to whatever Buddy Roberts says. If Buddy Roberts says, go get him, they'll go on somebody until Buddy tells them to get off.
Well, you know, it's tremendous when you've got a team that you can tell to charge at somebody, and they're big enough and mean enough to carry it out. It's a very rare situation to get to wrestlers like that.
Michael Hayes turning it around now on the Samoan SWAT team. Big right hand by Michael Hayes. And nobody struts their stuff like Michael P.S., and that is purely sexy Hayes. There he is, one half of the WCCW Tag Team Champions of the world. Freebird Michael Hayes. In his corner, Steve Cox, the young man out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. And that's Samu, the bigger of the Samoan SWAT team. I understand that you're looking at the son and the nephew of the Samoans. I'm talking about Afa and Sika. So these young men, as you made reference to, Ray, they've probably been involved in wrestling just about since birth. Whoa, what a heads-up move by Michael P.S. Hayes. And there's the moonwalk.
I'll tell you right now, Michael Hayes, I think he's laying some moves on these Samoa boys trying to psych them out. But Buddy Roberts is outside that ring, and he's a dangerous piece of... Being a former partner, Buddy Roberts knows everything that's going through Michael Hayes' mind right now.
And vice versa. I've got to think that Michael knows everything that Buddy's thinking, and I don't know if that's necessarily to Michael's advantage, because he's in there with a young man, a young partner, albeit one half of the world champions from the WCCW. But I don't know that Steve Cox has got the experience that might lend... Oh, look at this. What a heads-up move by Michael P.S. Hayes. Wow. Catching the SST totally off guard. Arm wringer by Michael Hayes. Steve Cox climbing the ropes. Here he comes. Oh, right down on that left arm of the Samoan SWAT team. Really digging into that left arm. Looks like they've just singled out one body part, Ray, and they're going to work on it.
That's excellent. If you're going to wrestle offensive like that Michael Hayes is doing right now to the Samoans, stay on one part, weaken that part, weaken the man down there where he can't use that against you, and it's a big advantage to you.
Looking at the Samoans, it reminds me of a gentleman I know that you've had your battles with, talking about the late High Chief Peter Maivia. When I think of great Samoan wrestlers, I think of Peter Maivia. Look at the legs on these kids. Wow.
Big man Peter Maivia used to be my tag team partner, and we won the World Championship 3 different times. He was a great, great wrestler. All these Samoans are tremendous athletes, whether it's football, boxing, wrestling, or whatever. They give it their all.
Yeah, you're starting to see the impact of the Samoans in the National Football League, for example. I think of Manu Tuiasosopo, Mosi Tatupu, and here you're looking at two young men. They're looking to regain the WCCW Texas Tag Team Championship. They held it before. In fact, I understand the... Oh, wow! Now, where was Buddy Roberts there, Bray? Where was Buddy Roberts there?
Well, I tell you what, he was right there behind him, and it was... Michael Hayes and his partner is going to have a little trouble with these guys. They're so big and they're so strong. I can see that they're a little younger in experience.
Yeah.
But that power, you can see the power in them two big Samoans.
Well, Steve Cox, who's in the ring now, I think it's got to be an advantage to him. He is a young man, as you said, Ray, but working with Michael Hayes, also a young man, but certainly more seasoned as a professional wrestler than Steve Cox. It's got to give Cox a little extra advantage, a little extra confidence, knowing that Michael P.S. Hayes is his partner.
Very true. Very well put. It's definitely going to give him confidence. Like you said, Michael Hayes isn't that old, but he is a seasoned veteran, knows his way around that ring.
Oh, my! Oh, gee!
Good move by Michael Hayes. He knows he just can't go out there and run over these big Samoans. He knows that he's going to have to do a little mental work in there with him as well as physical, and that's exactly what he's doing to him.
And you saw some of that Freebird magic, too. I don't think anybody can distract a referee quite as well as Michael P.S. Hayes. He is a specialist at doing that. Steve Cox still working on the big Samoan now, keeping that arm barred. Rake of the eyes. He's just digging into his face. Oh, wow, followed by a big right hand. Cox has got to do something. Headbutt by the Samoan. Off the ropes, hip toss. Oh, reversal by Steve Cox. What a nice move.
Steve Cox, a young wrestler, but very, very strong to pick that big guy up like that and hip toss him.
Absolutely. The pride of Tulsa, Oklahoma, Steve Cox, one half of the WCCW Tag Team Champions, and there's his partner, Michael P.S. Hayes.
Well, right now, being the champion gives you somewhat of an advantage. You got to go get it if you're going to take that championship away from anybody. The Samoans are wrestling defensive here.
Yeah.
And they have to get a little more offensive and crowd them just a little bit more if they're going to win this championship league.
The one thing about the SST, Ray, they've only been defeated one time. Oh. Good teamwork, probably right out of Buddy Roberts' playbook. The only time the SST were defeated was when Cox and Hayes stripped him of that WCCW Tag Team Championship. Series of right hands by the SST. Now that's what I mean, Ray. You see Buddy Roberts just stand up and tell him to stop? He totally controls the SST. And when you think about the awesome strength of the SST, controlled by a mind like Buddy Roberts, it gets pretty frightening. Oh,
what a move.
Brainbuster. Cox could be out. Oh, a headbutt.
See the championship change here any second.
You're absolutely right. Count of two. Count of two.
There's Hart. There's trying. When he kicked out of there, Cox has got a lot of try.
He might have it, but I'm not sure he knows he's in Nashville, Tennessee, Ray. This kid might be in dreamland at this point.
Well, there's no doubt about it. He doesn't have all of his composure about him, but I'm sure he's working hard trying to get it.
Michael P.S. Hayes trying to intimidate Buddy Roberts a little bit outside of the ring. Another headbutt, and Steve Cox, he has absolutely got to be reeling. He's got to do something. He has got to get out of there. Make a tag over to Michael P.S. Hayes. Somehow get out of the corner of the SST. And look, they're taunting Michael P.S. Hayes. Referee comes in, said, back in the corner, Michael, back in the corner. In the meanwhile, the SST totally having their way with Steve Cox. Oh, look at this kid is in so much pain, Ray. Wow.
Well, they were working on his head and his neck, which is very good if they're going to weaken him down now.
Oh,
there they went back to that neck again. I'm telling you, that's taking a lot out of him, Lee.
Yep. Count of 2, 3. Once again, almost the 3 count. Count of 2.5. Snapmare. Oh, now they're working on the trapezius muscles of Steve Cox. You put a hold like this on, the pressure, your whole body goes numb. Just goes totally numb. The trapezius muscles, those are the muscles right on either side of your neck, and they lead all the way down your back. And they're just working on the right side, the trapezius muscles on the right side of Steve Cox. And I don't think he's going to be able to move his arm because it is a paralyzing hold. He might be able to lift it, but I don't think he'll be able to put it down. And I know you've been in one like that, Ray, and quite honestly, I know, having seen it, you've applied it as well.
I didn't get about all of them, but basically what they're doing here, they've been working on Cox's head and his neck and his shoulders. They're cutting that blood supply off, and that's really going to weaken him. I give them credit for no like him or not like him. They've shown me that they're pretty smart wrestlers.
Cox trying to break out. He does. Oh, they grabbed him by the hair. Heads up move by the SST. I'd say boot right to the midsection, but they're not wearing them. Barefoot wrestlers, these Samoan youngsters, and now they're just stomping away on Steve Cox. I hate to repeat myself. Everybody knows what I'm going to say, but this kid has got to get out of there, Ray. He has absolutely got to get Michael Hayes into this match.
Well, I don't believe he really knows which direction to go right now. If he knew which direction, he'd be fighting to get to his partner. But they've got him a little dizzy there. They've cut the blood off going to his head, so I'm sure he doesn't have his full composure right now.
Let me ask you something, Ray. You being in a situation like this so many times yourself, you hear the crowd in the back yelling. Is Steve Cox able to hear the voice of Michael Hayes, or maybe that's even the only voice he's able to hear?
Not really. I don't think. I know I never did hear the crowd when I was in the heat of battle like Cox is right now. His mind is trying to think, is this guy going to make a mistake? Or he's got his ear up. Of course, this comes with a little more maturity. You put that ear up to a guy's chest and hear how hard he's breathing, and even if you're hurting, you know that he's going to make a mistake pretty quick. And this young man looks like that he might be thinking right in that direction right now. You can tell that he's had good coaching, or they'd have had him beat before now.
Well, as we brought out before, he's working on the trapezius muscle, and you can see he cannot put that arm down. It is absolutely paralyzed. I think, knowing that particular muscle, he may be able to raise it up, but I know he cannot put it down. He is absolutely paralyzed by the hold being applied by the Samoan SWAT team. You see, he can raise his hand, but I don't think he can get it any lower.
Well, I tell you what, now you might be playing possum just a little bit.
Maybe.
That's one of the great things about wrestling defensive. When people think that they've got you, if they make a little mistake, then you get him. And right now, he's doing a good job because he is on the defense, and he's starting to make a move slightly towards his partner, Michael Hayes.
Trying to get back to his feet. He's at least on one knee. Michael Hayes saying, come on, Steve, come on over here, make the tag. 2 elbows. Thrust kick. A mistake definitely by Steve Cox. He had a chance to go over to tag Michael P.S. Hayes and chose instead to mix it up with the SST, and he's going to have to pay for it once again, I think, Ray. Oh!
If he doesn't get to his partner pretty soon, they're going to be very, very lucky to hang on to that championship. I'll guarantee you that.
Oh, man, what a leg drop. I'm really starting to fear for this youngster. I don't want to see him carried out of here. Michael Hayes rushes in. Boot to the head of Fatu. Looks like he's trying to set him up for a gut-wrench suplex. Steve Cox not obliging him at all.
But staying down low, and he better right now with that big, strong Samoan in that position, because puts a suplex on him, it'll take it all out of him.
Yep, you're right. Right to the eyes of Steve Cox. Whipped into the turnbuckle. Nobody home. Now is when Steve Cox has got to make his move, Ray. He's got to do whatever he can to go over there and make the tag and get Michael Hayes into this match. Buddy Roberts saying, get up, get up, get up. Stop him from making the tag. Too late. Here comes Michael P.S. Hayes. Michael Hayes is on fire. He is hot. Steve Cox throwing right hands. Drop kick by Steve Cox. Right hand by Michael P.S. Hayes. And now the Samoans are reeling. Buddy Roberts trying to give some instructions. Hayes off the ropes. Whoa, a bulldog by Michael P.S. Hayes. One of the Samoans heading up top. Oh! Referee calling for the bell. Wait a minute now. He's trying to lift Steve Cox's hand. Steve Cox going to work on the Samoans. And once again, Steve Cox back in trouble, but the bell already rang, Ray. I didn't catch a decision.
Well, I tell you, I think it's a disqualification coming off of that top.
Oh!
Ooh.
Michael Hayes with his wits about him again. Over the top rope goes the bigger of the Samoans.
You hit that concrete floor. Brother, it hurts from your nose to your toes. Now, I'm going to tell you, them Samoans are tough.
Well, you got to be plenty tough. As you can see, there's no padding around the ring area. When you go down, you're going down on concrete. Wow, right into the ring apron. Cox going to work now. Payback time for Steve Cox. Well, they're taking this one back through the aisle now. Where's security? There they are. All right. Michael Hayes now working on one of the SST. Whoa.
Hayes and Cox, when they beat these two guys, they beat two tough birds.
Well, I'm telling you they did. They're going to take this one back into the dressing room.